Hi everyone, this is Melissa with communicatewithangels.com, and in today's video I want to talk to you about something that is a concern for a lot of people, can make people feel a little fearful or cautious of opening themselves up to spirit and communicating with their team of guides because they're afraid that something else that's negative may interfere. So what I want to talk about is, what about these negative spirits or entities? Is this something to be concerned about? And if so, how do you avoid tuning into that negativity? And what's the difference between the communication that would come from a negative entity like that versus your team of angels? So first of all, what is an entity? I like to call them confused souls. They're not bad or evil, they're just confused. These are souls just like you are. They have lived on planet Earth just like you're living on planet Earth right now. They have just passed on in a time where they were angry or confused or stuck or limiting themselves in some way. There's a lot of pressure around planet Earth and people can get stuck and caught during this lifetime. So when a person passes on with that state of consciousness, they gravitate to a zone of energy around planet Earth that's more like a holding zone. The Catholic religion called it souls in purgatory. But they're just confused. But because they're still thinking about the things of planet Earth, their energy remains earthbound. And this means that we are close to the vibration, the influence of these confused souls. And you can sometimes pick up on these thoughts and feelings that aren't yours, particularly if you actually were with those souls in previous lifetimes. So there's some kind of connection between you, even though you don't realize it's going on. On the soul level, they might recognize you from a past life and start hanging around and influencing you. So I don't want that to be a concern because everybody experiences this to a certain extent. How often have you had a bad day and you just can't seem to shake this feeling of irritation or depression, or it's like, why am I feeling this way? There's nothing really happened to stimulate me to feel bad. I just kind of woke up feeling bad today and I just can't shake it. Okay, so if you've ever had those kind of feelings, you've probably been picking up or tuning into an outside pressure or confused soul. Okay, so the good news is I want you to feel really empowered that it is simple for you to shift this. Okay, so for one is to cleanse yourself. If you know how to do the spiritual cleansing, that's the best. Check out our website to learn more about that. Or even just send white light around your environment and tell that soul you don't belong here. It's time for you to follow the lights. And the reason I say follow the lights is because they will see their team of angels as lights. Even if they're not connected with them so closely, their angels are still with them and trying to help. So if you direct them to follow the lights, that's the best thing that they can do. They need to go with their angels and move back home to the universe where they belong. Now, sometimes when people start wanting to get messages from their angels, that high loving source of wisdom, they are worried or concerned that they will receive messages from these confused souls instead. And I think that it is important to be aware that that can happen. But you're only really going to open yourself up to that if you feel worried or fearful or concerned. You're really setting yourself up to bring something like that in. And that's all the time. Like attracts like. Like energy attracts like energy. So if you're feeling afraid, guess what you're going to attract? Energies that are afraid. If you're feeling confident, then you're only going to manifest that confident energy around you. So, but here's some tips to be able to discern the difference between that your angels connecting with you and anything confused or negative, so that you can discern it and know, okay, this isn't my angels, I need to cleanse. Okay, so for one is if you ever have a feeling of being imposed upon or being told what to do. If you hear a voice like that, like you have to do this, that's not how your angels work with you. They never tell you what to do or impose on your free will. They just give suggestions And then you'll hear a stony silence, because then it's up to you. If you keep asking the same questions over and over again, you might be opening yourself up to a confused soul coming in and answering, because your angels have already answered that and they won't keep playing that game. Okay. Another thing to watch out for is feelings of doom and gloom about the future, like, oh, this is going to be terrible, nothing's going to work out. Your angels are always solution oriented. They never give you feelings of fear or impatience or worry. Your angels will never give you any feelings like that, because they've moved beyond all of that state of consciousness. You might be manufacturing the worry, or you might be picking it up from something else. So if it's your worry, you can work through it. You can, find some solutions to stay in the present and not worry so much. But, you want to be aware that if you're picking up anything else negative from outside of you, it's not you. And it's not your angels, it's not your helpers connecting like that. So what is the communication with your helpers like? It's often very subtle. It's often very brief. It's not a whole lot of words, it's not lengthy. It may be just a phrase, or just a feeling, or a knowing, or tuning into an energy or an idea. And they will sort of pop in an idea into your mind, and then you're left to do with it what you will. If you're hearing lengthy conversations or negative feelings, know that that is not your angels. Okay, so it really is pretty simple to be able to discern it. Does it feel positive, encouraging, and solution oriented? Then it probably is coming from your angels. If it feels negative or limiting or fearful, it's not coming from your angels. And so that's the time to cleanse and relax, or just go do something else to shift the energy. Get outside, go do something physical, and come back when you're feeling a little more relaxed and positive. Okay, so I hope that helps. It really isn't anything to be fearful of, because you have the strength and power to shift it and to be able to discern the difference. And so I hope that you feel really empowered and strong within to know, hey, you can shift any negative energy that might come and impose upon you, whether it's coming from a soul with a physical body in your life, or those souls without bodies. You can shift it. The more that you do, the more this planet is going to be more positive. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to have more of these weekly videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and visit my website, communicatewithangels.com, where I have a lot more tips and resources for you on how to connect with your inner guidance and live your life purpose. So I'll look forward to seeing you over there.